Good evening, ladies and gents. I don't know if you can see me right now or not, but I am in a house that's haunted as fuck. And it's so haunted, in fact, that I've started to fall in love with this house. The fact that the darkness can walk you in, bring you down, and have you sit down, so that you could understand who you are and why you are here in the first goddamn place. Only to remind you that the darkness loves you more than the light. Because when you're under the light, it gets hot and it gets warm, especially when there's a lot. But when you turn off the light and you take time to sit in the question inside of the dark, well, then certainly the coolest answer will find you. So you can take some time to understand how thick and deep the souls are inside of this house. I kind of can't wait till Halloween. I'm so 118 interested to see how it all plays out, because my birthday is coming up. And on the 2nd of July, what I would like to do is make out an invite for Princess Mako of Japan. I am here in St. Joseph, soon to be St. Shiva, Buchanan County, turning Uwu. So that you all understand what happens when one guy, one man, one crazy son of a bitch sets out on the mission that is the most impossible to do. And that mission is this: to make all 330 million of you Americans in the United States sit down and understand. Currently, right now, there are North Koreans knocking on our door asking if they can come in. And the reason they want to come in is because, well, they want freedom. And they came over here on Japanese ships. Now, you don't have to believe that. That is quite okay. I really don't care. That is not for you to decide. It is over your pay grade. So until you get to the point to where you will attain Allah, Agi, Abu, Ati, a Kasura of at least an ensign, a skipper, a chief 1 officer 3, and a Marine specific staff sergeant, well, then just enjoy the vibrational feeling as it roll over you. Because this helped my spirit to escape through all of everything. Through the matrix that be told, for these things that have been told. I sit here before you humble. Yeah, it might sound weird with what it is that I say, but the most powerful imperial dragon in all of the planet is right where I am at. And I don't know where you are at, but holy shit, fuck, and goddamn. The amount of dark energy with inside of this space at 333. It's just enough to let you know that angel code 22222232322 223 123 1213 123 123 123 1213 Manjushri 1212 Roho Manjushri 123 123 ever heard of one yo, that's me 123 123 one yo Elohim 123 Buddha 123 Hintusi 6159328 123 Hanadu set net 456. When you take some time to fill your face, when you take some time to take your time and fill your space. Look at how I flow with mine. 123 123 1212 1213 123 123. The energy in this temple is so woohoo. 123 123. You motherfuckers can't handle motherfucking me. 123 123. The angry fucking Swede is an Anglo. 123 123. Anglo second D. Listen to me. 12 black and gold. Jump wings 1 2 5 3 ABC. 3. 1, 2, 3. Listen to me, to me, to me. Anglicos. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I am the king of all of you bros. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I know Tweety. It sounds pretty weird. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But Anglos are angels and I'm their king. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's right. You can call me Lucy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You remember Lucy the Antichrist, Lucifer? Well, that's right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't be sad. It will be all right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You want to know why? I'll be happy to tell you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The angels have to be motherfucking Buddhas. Ha. Ha. Ha, ha, ha. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 7, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 5, 9, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. What the fuck did you say? I don't fucking hear you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Say one more smart word. You will feel me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hoo-ya. Hey-ya. Hey-ya. Huh. And in the darkness, there was the above. And as above, so was there a below. And at 6:35, I need you all to know that this is right. To you, it probably seem weird. Lucifer, the Antichrist, demon from hell himself, has returned, and this is his fucking house. This is his fucking planet. He's the angel's goddamn king, and he's the one that's in charge. And you're probably not going to like to hear that, and I don't care, and that is fine. But the one thing you need to understand about angels is, well, we have to be Buddhas. And as a Buddha, to be a Buddha, you have to masturbate to compassion. So when you master compassion and a Marine's 8 of a literal transgression, well then, you could be like, what the fuck does all of that mean? And really all that it means is, semper fly, semper fi, do or die, 1, 5, 3. Because if you want to jump out of airplanes and heliocopters, well then, certainly you can do that by joining the Marines. And then you could go overseas and go to Australia and ride inside of the cockpit of an LCAC. You know, a hovercraft, one of those cool fucking things. Those are pretty cool. You can't do that at any other company, in any other country in the entire fucking world. I was with Victor 1-5, it was 2001, and it was fly. And it was so fucking dope. And I'm sitting there with all of these chiefs, and they look at me and say, don't forget that we did that. Now, how in the fuck would I ever forget that? You know what I'm saying? How in the fuck could I possibly forget that I got to run in the cockpit of a goddamn hovercraft? A real life, no shit, pulling Humvees on top, hovercraft on top of the sand. All because I said, fuck it, I'll join the Marines. Because you want to know what? The one thing I've learned is this. Number one, there is no higher form of life than a Marine. Now, we do have some fucked up Marines. So don't get me twisted on that. But the highest form of life you can be, so I have been told numerous times for multiple years, is a Marine. But most people don't know that being a Marine is a code for being an Anglico-Marine, because a Marine just means angel Marine, and the only way you get to be an angel is to go through Anglico. If you get that. Because where else do we store angel code 222, 223, 225, 227, and go fuck yourself? Because if you don't like that I just told you to go fuck yourself, well then you can go masturbate and get a big old fucking nut and go, whew, shit, I'm glad I went and fucked myself. Otherwise, you can GGB do, or GGB to, or GGB through. which is basically just means those 3 different ways of telling you to go get bent, bitch. Oh, talking shit in code, and you don't even know what the fuck I done said. Am I right? Because I was once told by some idiot that God talks to you in a language you don't understand. Oh, well, I didn't expect that to happen. So if I'm sitting here telling you to go fuck yourself right now, and I'm hitting you with that GGB2 and that GGB1 and that GGB3, well, then you don't even know what you think about HS3 or HSV1 or HSV2. Whole lot better than having HIV, even though still it fucking sucks. Because then people look at you like you are dirty. And sometimes you feel dirty too. At least I know that I have. But to be honest with you all, really, I don't fucking care. I would rather have that than AIDS. So at least I have that going for me, I suppose. And then, what I come to find out is that your mom was a hoe. And I probably wouldn't have had this shit in the first place if your mom wasn't such a hoe. So now I got to find some way to make it good for me so that I can stay all up in you. You know, all up in your life. For the rest of your life, for the rest of the night, for the rest of my time, so you'll know that I'm right. Because immortality does exist. And, well, unfortunately, so does sin. To some degree, at least, and you can ultimately thank the Chinese for our failure to pass judgment in the first place. It was solely on them, and they failed with the chimerian experiment that they do. And they can try to sit there and argue with me if they would like. But I know what the hell I'm talking about. We told them a long time ago, everything is fine until they go back to that chimerian experience because we took a long time to come out of that. So technically speaking, China is responsible for the planet of Earth failing judgment from God, which was Yahweh. And you know what? That's fine because you're all going to be safe. You're all going to be fine because you're just in the house now with Elohim. Because in Elohim's house, that's where angels are made into princesses. That's where angels are made into princes and princesses. Because you don't know how to make a prince or a princess. You're all out there screaming that you're queens and kings, and you don't even know the first thing about royalty in the first place. You just bump your mouth like you think that you do. You're not an aristocrat. You're just a schmuck. You're just a common-ass dude out there hitting your hustle. Hey, and you know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that neither, because you know what I'm doing? As the king of this goddamn planet. As the one that synchronizes whole fucking shit to me. So that I can get what I want when I need it. And damn near most of the time, when I want it. And it does take a little bit of foot and elbow, soul on your grease. So we can talk about John Travolta, Phenomenon, your mom, and motherfucking Diane. Now, who is Diane? Because Dirty Diana always comes through. That's what I know. That's what I know. I learned that in Tennessee. Dirty Diana always comes through. And then you're probably wondering some dumb shit like, it's none of your business. So if you wanted to take this Tasha and swallow my Johnson, well then, you could have a good time. But you ain't interested in having a good time. You interested in just being a bitch. Just a basic ass bitch, most of you. You know what? If you're afraid of just growing up in life and becoming just a basic ass bitch, and there ain't nothing wrong with being a basic ass bitch if that's what you like, if that's what you want. But I'll tell you this, having a life where she just love you for no other reason than because you love her back, well then shit. That's pretty fucking dope, if I would say. And you want to talk about unconditional love? You want to talk about love where she fall in love with you more and more and more and more and more every day? Because at 15:15, this is what it's all about. And you ain't got to like it. Y'all really don't. That's the whole point of the New World Order. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. Someone's got to tell you the truth at some point or another. Might as well fucking be me. You know, the king of the Protestant church, the king of Portugal, the king of your mama's house, the king of all this house, the king of Wonder Mouse, the king of all up inside your mouth, the king. If you don't like that shit, the king. Well, you playing with the wrong motherfucker then, B. You don't even know who Deimos is. You ever looked up Deimos? Go ahead, look up Deimos. Go ahead, look up Deimos. I wish you would. This bed is already badass. I paid one trip of 2 Swan cycles to get it up here. So y'all could be like, damn, that's pretty dope. Well, I don't want to keep y'all too long. I just want to know. I got a challenge that was posed on to me earlier after I received my ensignship, so now I got to pose this out to you. My birthday's coming up on the 2nd of July. I'm going to be downtown here in St. Joseph in Buchanan County, Missouri. What I want to know is if I've got anybody out there who still knows who I am. Are you actually interested in reuniting? Do you really want to come together for my birthday? Because this is an invite, a personal invite to Thomas J. Hardy. I'd like you to come see me for my birthday, my friend. It's been a long damn time. I miss you. To Laura Nash. But not for Nash Neely, but just only for Laura. I want you to hear me. I've been given a challenge and I gladly accept it, and the challenge is this. The challenge that has been posed on to me is I am to steal you and your company from your current situation. And I accept that challenge, and I'll tell you why. You are, without a doubt, the most prettiest princess I have ever seen. But there's a sadness in your heart that makes me weak and makes me sing. All I really want for my birthday is this. 1, I would like to dance with you on my birthday. Number 2, it would be nice, because it's been so long, just to have you lay your head on my chest for like 3 goddamn days. Because I haven't even touched a woman in fucking forever. And I haven't even been close to one, really, even for a hug in quite some time. What I miss the most is the feminine energy, and really, it is you. Because there's something about the way that you are and how you bust your ass in the front and how you are even a lawyer, yet you are still doing this. And you come in and you're so pretty and your hair always looks so good and you are always so delightful. But I can see you are not happy. Why? Why aren't you happy? Is it the ruby red sin? Is it the chakra within? Or is there something deeper in your heart? Because that's all I want to know is, Miss Laura, is what is inside of your heart? Are you tired of playing the same old game? Do you want something new? How long has it been since you have felt love? Because living in a room, living in a house with another person and you have separate wings, well, that's not quite the same thing as actually being in love. And it has been so long for me since 1948. So if I did spit some flow to you, what would you think? Do you find me even remotely or moderately attractive at all? Now, I'll admit I look a little bit different than I did because, well, I probably lost a good 20, 25 pounds and I shaved off most of my beard. And I kind of got a new look going on over here. But there is a lot of space over here where we can open up another post. And we can do so much more than just open another pizza place. Because I've got friends that want to come home and they want to come here. Which means we need the money to flow into this place, but I need people who are interested in actually making money. I've been here for about 2 weeks. I've yet to find a job because they say they're hiring, and then you put it in your application and you don't hear anything back. When I had a job until I was unprofessionally fired in the most goddamn unprofessional way for the second time in less than a year. Which makes me just step back and think, well, what the fuck is going on? Because I know for a fact I'm pretty damn good at what I do. Because if I wasn't, well, then I'm quite certain I wouldn't have gotten a $1 pay raise just before they decided I couldn't come back. But then nobody even bothered to call me or text me or message me or anything. Hey, bro, you okay? Sorry your grandmother died. When you coming back? Or, hey, bro, it just ain't quite working out right now. Sorry about your grandmother situation, but hey, we got to let you go. But there was nothing, not from anybody at all. And then I go to log on to schedule fly and I can't log on. And then when I send a message to the guy that said I could take as much time as I needed, he tells me I was a dipshit and I wasn't a good employee. When this motherfucker looks like he's dirty all the goddamn time and hasn't showered in a fucking month. Which is pretty goddamn gross considering he makes our dough. That's fucking gross to me. And I hardly see him wash his hands. Now, everybody else in the kitchen I see, they're kicking ass. But for whatever reason, man, this guy's just dragging the bullets by the chains, and I don't know what his deal is. He tries to be cool and tries to be your friend and tries to talk. But then when you try to tell him what it is, he don't want to hear the truth and he wants to get angry about it. Because the truth of the matter is 1-855-64193 72949. This is what I like. I like to spit some flow, even if it's slow, even with no music. Playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How to do a set. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.